Hi everyone, it's Hatsy and I'm back with a speed build in a Sims 4. It's been, oh my goodness, about a month since I've said that. Wow. I've been focusing on Sim stories for a really long time, and that is just because of the demand for them. Like, a lot of people want to see that, and it's meant that I've changed my content a lot in the last month or so. But we're going to be building a school today, and that is because for a new story series that I'm starting, I'm going to need a school for it, and I thought, well, may as well build one. Haven't built in ages. To be honest, I don't know, I've kind of got to the point as well, I feel like I've built pretty much everything, or most things, and a lot of people are building now, and it feels like it's kind of overly saturated. Is that what I'm trying to go for? I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to like experiment with stories and try new things in The Sims and keep it like really new for myself. So that's what I've been doing. But you know, if you do miss the builds, then let me know because I can do more of them. But this is going to be a big build, and it's also going to be using custom content. So there's a really amazing creator that makes like really fancy things, like in terms of like roof pieces and just like furniture, I guess. Like, they make everything. They have like a Patreon page, and that's where like I got it from. So I signed up to be a Patreon of them, and I got like their furniture from that and stuff. But I'm going to be leaving a link in the description for their page, so you can, like, if you want to download this with all the pieces, then you've got to go and get like the furniture from over there. But yeah, I wanted the school to be very fancy. Like, you could probably replace it for other stuff if you want, but this is like my vision of like a boarding school, because it's got to be a boarding school. The idea is that there's going to be like loads of Sims that go here. There's going to be like so many characters, and like each story is going to lead on from the last, because like I always do that with my stories. Like, I always link them together and stuff. But this one, like, everything is going to overlap. Like, all the characters like go to the same school and stuff, and they all have like their own problems. And it's just like new, you know, it's not the same like townies, like neighborhood, etc. that I've kind of been using. It's just like different. It's a school. It's something that is set on this plot like at all times, just like in different areas and stuff that's going on. And hopefully it's going to be interesting. It's going to be like the lives of the people at boarding school. So there's going to be loads of drama, and that's it. Like, you'll see what I mean. But the idea is as well that you don't have to watch like every single one. Like, it's not going to be sort of a like a lead-on series, like part 1, part 2, part 3, because like a lot of people do let's plays and stuff. But the thing that I don't like about let's plays is that you can't just like tune in at part 11 and get it. You've got to like watch it all the way through to understand the characters and everything that's gone on. Whereas like if you watch a TV series, like a TV show, just anything, you can like tune into it and you don't have to watch every single bit of it to get it. Like, if you put on an episode of like South Park or something, I don't know, that's what I watch. But like, if I put it on, you don't have to necessarily watch every single one to understand it. Like, you can just tune into any one and just automatically get it. Like, there's a theme, there's characters, and each one does link on to others, and there will be some stuff that like the older viewers, like the people that have watched it all the way through, will understand, but like equally so the newer people that will have just arrived that minute, they'll understand it as well, because like it's something for everyone. So that's what I'm trying to do with this. Like, it's a casual kind of series. It's not in parts. It's just going to be each time a different topic with some different characters, and then the old ones are going to be like in the background and stuff, and you're like, oh my goodness, I recognize that person. So that's it. That is the plan, but I'm excited for it. And if you have any storylines that you want me to make sure to include, then I will, because I love your suggestions. Like, I absolutely do. I want to be including like lots of drama. Sometimes people don't like me making machinimas of like very real topics, but if that's the case, like if you're not into like very realistic storylines stuff, I mean, some are going to be like really weird and supernatural and, you know, whatever, just like fun, but some of them are going to be more serious than others, and I want to do that because like any other soap opera ever, or like anything, that's what happens. I don't know, people get really oversensitive when it comes to The Sims. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Sometimes the community can be like super toxic. Yeah, I think the last thing when it comes to the build that I want to say is it's a boarding school. I've already said that though, I think. It's inspired off an English boarding school. Well, it was actually inspired by the London Renaissance Hotel. You can look that up on Google if you want to. Yeah, that's where I got the inspiration from, but many boarding schools are like this. In fact, my school wasn't a boarding school, but it did look like this a little bit. So yeah, it's like a very standard old English look, I reckon. You'll probably know one of these, or you'll know somebody that went to one of these, or like you've heard of it at some point, like if you do live around the UK, because yeah, I don't know, I think like most of my friends that I've asked about this, they've been like, hey, I used to know a school like that. So it's a weird one, but I don't usually talk about the build. I usually talk about what I've been up to and stuff. So I'll probably go off on a tangent for a bit, because I haven't sat down and actually like talked in so long, and I don't even know where to start, honestly. We've got some really weird stuff that happened like in the last month. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I've been approached by some weird people recently. I think I spoke about this. I think that I mentioned this on Twitter. In fact, you can find out a lot of like random stuff that's been going off on like Twitter and Instagram, because I always make stories and stuff, like always put stuff on my Instagram story, and I also tweet a lot. Like I really do tweet a lot. So yeah, you can follow me on both, Hatsy YT, and you can keep up to date with everything. But okay, this is really weird. There was this guy at the gym. In fact, no, I spoke about him. Oh my goodness, I've spoken about him before. He was really weird. He was the one that he like followed me around at my old gym, like my old one before I joined this new one. And like, he followed me on 3 or 4 machines, and he didn't leave me alone. Like, he didn't get the hint. And like, I kept trying to just ignore him. I had my music on, and he kept trying to talk to me. It was so weird. Anyway, he eventually went, and I haven't like heard from him and stuff. And I thought that was it. Like, I thought that was the end. And I actually spoke about it because it was so weird. Until he followed me on Instagram, right? But this is the weird thing. I didn't even give him my name. And like, I'm not from around this town. Like, I don't know anybody here. So there's no way that we had like a mutual friend in common or anything. Like, there's no way. I don't know how he found me. It's so weird. Because like, I don't even have any connection to the gym. Like, I don't sort of tag the gym in any of like my Instagram posts. I don't get it. Like, how did he find me? So I got really freaked out, like seriously freaked out. And I blocked him, because that's just so weird. I don't know. Like, I usually mention this crazy stuff. That's like one of the weirdest things that's happened this month, I reckon. I like how that's the go-to though. But apart from that, no, I really have just been trying so hard with my Sims content. It takes me ages to make the stories, and I know that it means that I'm not posting as regularly. In fact, no, I should probably address that actually. I used to post a lot. Like, I used to post very often. I'm gonna say like every day or every other day I used to post a video. But it got to the point where like I was valuing quantity over quality, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person. It's just not for me. Like, I'd rather upload something that I'm really excited about, and like I'm pretty much trembling by the end of it, because it's just like taking me so long and I'm so stressed out because of it, as opposed to, okay, yeah, it's another video, like that's it. Yeah, it actually started when I uploaded Sims 4 Bully to Boyfriend, like that story. I think like after that I just got like such a good feeling, because before that I wasn't really trying with my content, like being honest. I really tried with this build, by the way, like seriously. You'll know that though, like by seeing it. I think you'll be able to see the amount of detail that I put into it. But there was a lot of stuff that I was just uploading for the sake of uploading it. And when I worked really hard on Sims 4 Bully to Boyfriend, which was just like a story that I came up with and I wanted to do something with it, I was so excited to share that video. Like, I was waiting all day. Like, I was checking my phone. I was thinking, oh my goodness, I hope people are gonna like it. And people really liked it. Okay, not everybody, but to be honest, the people that don't like that kind of content are the people that I don't want here anyway. And that's fine. But I was really excited to share that. And that's what I want every video to be like. And since then, it actually has been pretty much like that. I mean, I shared some builds, some like speed edits in between that, but I think the last month I have just been so excited whenever I've posted, because I know for sure that I've put like my heart and soul into it, and that's the way that I want to do it. I think it works better for me, and I want to be more of like a drama kind of TV show kind of channel. I want to do something different. I don't want to be like what everybody else is. I'd say the majority of Sims channels are probably like builds, creator Sims and Let's Plays, which is great. Like, that's the kind of way that a lot of people go. But I just want to do my own thing. I don't enjoy Let's Plays because I find it really hard to like get into telling someone else's story and like pretty much leaving my reality and like getting into the Sims reality. I find it so difficult. It's kind of like role playing in a way. Like some people really get into it. I can't do it. Like I can't do that. It's not my nature. So making a story, that's different because like you can kind of add bits and you can do it off camera and it's less stressful, so I love it. The only negative with the stories recently is like I've been tagged in like so much stuff on Twitter, and I think like, I say so much stuff, I've probably been tagged in like 4 or 5 videos, right? That's not even so much, but people are doing the exact same thing as me. They'll say they're inspired by me and they'll like tag me on Twitter and stuff, like I've had this happen so much, but then they'll like fully do everything that I'm doing in my stories. I feel like because I'm doing my own thing and I'm not like following the crowd, there are people that want to kind of steal my thing and it sucks. What I'd say is like if you want to start like a Sims channel or like any channel, make sure that it's original. Like make sure that you are doing your own thing, because as cool as it might be to kind of like imagine yourself in someone else's shoes, like doing something, probably not going to work. Like I saw somebody, they rebuilt Hogwarts like exactly the way that I built it and shared it as a speed build. I don't think they talked over it. I think it was like, I can't remember. But like my Hogwarts, because it was my like original creation, like I hadn't copied anybody else's ideas, it did really well. But then like they uploaded the same speed build as me, pretty much. They just like rebuilt mine, like same everything. But like they got, I think it was like 0.1% of views, like compared to mine, because it's been done, like because it's not original. Because like if you're going to rebuild something that somebody's built, why wouldn't you go and see the original? Why would you go and see a copy of it? You wouldn't. You go and see like what the original person's got. The same as if I started doing a series that was doing like really well on YouTube right now, the same exact way, the same exact like format and everything, the same as like someone else, not going to do as well. Just because people already have the original, why do they need a carbon copy of it? They don't. Yeah, that's my shade for the day. Sorry, for the month. I don't know when I'll come back and do more builds. It depends if people want them. I went to Sweden. I don't think I spoke about that. I went for the EA Game Changers thing and I was like sharing my ideas with EA about The Sims, and I think that I would have done a lot of builders proud because like I really spoke about things that I really want to see. Whether we get them is a different matter completely, but I was very clear with the things that I want to see, you know, as a builder, like from a builder's perspective in The Sims. I was really clear, and that's it. I think I can share that, like I think I can say that. If they think that my ideas are, you know, good enough, it depends on like budget, it depends on like so much stuff. I don't know if they're gonna happen, but yeah, I sat down with like pretty much a list of things that I'd want to see in The Sims 4 in terms of building. We just got to see if they happen. But yeah, talking about this CC creator, I think it's pretty much a crime that they're not working for EA. Like what the heck? I'm sorry, this custom content is insane. We've got pillars, we've got these cool roof pieces. Look at the windows and the doors. The doors, oh my goodness, they're so good. I don't know if they work yet. That would be really fun. No, would not be funny if they didn't work. I'd be bitterly disappointed. I'm sure they work. I'm excited. I'm really excited to use this build. I think that it is such a pretty one. And I was talking about it on stream actually because I built this on stream. Can you believe it? I don't stream that much anymore. It's because I'm really busy and it was like super stressful at one point. I know this sounds like ridiculous and so dramatic. Like how can Hatsy be stressed? Seriously. I was like making stories in the day and then I was building at night on stream. That was stressful. And like when I was daily streaming, oh my goodness. I love it though, like it's such a hobby for me to just go on, and you can follow me over there if you want to on Twitch. I don't know when I'm going to be doing it though. It's like more of a casual thing, like when I'm feeling up to it then I will. I forgot the point of that. Why was I talking about me streaming? Oh, yeah, I know. I was talking about my old school. Okay, so my old school had a duck pond in the middle. It was really weird because like, yeah, so imagine if this was a square and like it went all the way round rather than that front bit goes back. Like there was just like an empty patch of grass in the middle. And when I arrived there, for years, because like it's really old, this school, but for years there was like a duck pond in the middle with like lily pads, and there were actual ducks there. I think there was like 7 ducks. They obviously weren't allowed in the school, but like what would happen is like you'd be walking around the school and like you'd see through the windows like the ducks, and on the ground floor there was like glass so that you could get like super close to the ducks and you could kind of like see them. It was really cute how they had it, and it was nice because there was like a whole environment, like a whole safe environment, really nicely done for the ducks. And I think like every week they'd like replant flowers. That this was like a big patch of grass with a pond, like super safe. It was so nice. What happened was the head mistress, she quit. I don't know why. It was really unknown as to why she quit. I'm guessing because she just wanted to quit. There's always going to be a twist, like a scandal. I'm kind of looking out for it now because I do so many Sim stories. I don't know, I feel like there's always a twist. Like, I'd love to know. She probably just retired and that's it. Just like boring old woman just was like, yeah, okay, I'm done. And I'm here like, there's gotta be a twist somewhere. There must have been a scandal. Tell me there was a scandal. But yeah, she ended up leaving. And when she did, we had this new head mistress that came in. And she seemed like she was gonna be brilliant. Like, I remember everybody had such high hope for this woman. They were like, I can't wait. You have no idea. She's gonna change this school. It's like politics all over again. Like, they're gonna change everything. And everybody was so excited for her to start. You have no idea. There was a whole celebration for this like new head teacher to start. And I was like, yeah, she's gonna be great. She's gonna be really good and stuff. Anyway, she starts. You never guess what she does. She only goes and gets rid of the duck pond on the first week she's there. So we're left with an empty patch of grass for the next like 3 years, or at least while I was there. So it was so weird. Like, why did she do that? Why was that her top priority? I have no idea. It was so weird, and I hated her like after that. I really did. But I think it's kind of funny looking back. Obviously not for the ducks. I don't know where they went. They probably got rehomed, I'm guessing. I'd be very surprised if they were just like chucked out on the road homeless. I don't think that's what happened to the ducks. I think that somebody would have taken them in. But how weird is that? Like, first priority, she just must have had something against ducks. I have no idea. But yeah, I hated that so much. And the school was really boring after that. It took away like a big part of the school's kind of life in a way. It just looked really lifeless in the middle, like just an empty patch of just nothing. And I remember I was really bitter about it because I was in like year 6, I think, when it happened. And I was like pretty young, but I was like a mentor. No, I wasn't. That's, no, I don't know what that is, but I wasn't that. Basically, I was somebody that, I went into school on the weekends and like I'd show new people around sometimes. I think that might have been a school mentor. I have no idea. But yeah, I got that right. I don't even know how. I think it's because no one else wanted to do it and I was free on the weekends. And I like having authority. It wasn't even authority, it was just like a role. But I remember going in and I was showing this couple around and I was so bitter about the ducks. You have no idea. Like, imagine, I was probably like 12 years old, I'm guessing, super bitter about the ducks, showing this couple around. Poor couple. They probably just wanted to send their daughter there, I'm guessing, because it was an all-girls school. And I was showing them around and I just like stood next to this patch of grass and I was just like, yeah, ducks used to be here, but they're not here anymore. Like that. I was so bitter about it. Oh my goodness. But that was it. Good times. Oh, but I left my old school. I left in I think it was like year 8 or year 9. I got really bad at school. I got to the point I was having so much fun in class, like with my friends, just kind of relaxing and chilling. I just really put my exams second to having fun, and it's so bad. So I ended up having to move schools because I remember my parents got really worried after I got an N, and I think it was biology. But basically an N means that you get no mark, so I couldn't have even written my name correctly. I find it so funny. I know it's terrible and it's super bad, like you should not be proud of that. Why didn't I write my name properly? It just, I don't know why. But that's it. I left the school and I joined a new one and I got my GCSEs, so that's very exciting. Anyway, talking about the school for a minute, this was more, I'm not gonna say, well, it was more like decorating, I guess. I probably share this on the interior part. This was like decorating the courtyard so they're gonna have a place to sit. and that was what I did there. I put some like benches and some places for them to do their work, so you'll see me rearranging that. If you do want to see the interior of this build, let me know. I have recorded it, but I don't know how many people are interested in seeing like the whole thing, but if you are, then yeah, let me know in the comments below. But it's been fun. It's actually been really fun to come back to a build and do something like this again. So I appreciate you watching it, and I hope to see your future ones.